My mom was never crazy, and it took me 20+ years to realize this. Growing up, my dad had a name for it. One of her episodes. She'd insist the neighbor was going through our mail. Insist someone had moved the furniture an inch to the left overnight. Insist my dad's co-worker Denise texted him too much for it to be innocent. Every time, my dad would sigh in front of me and my brother like he was carrying the weight of the whole house alone. "Your mother's not well." And we believed him because he said it so calmly, so patiently. Like a man who'd made peace with something tragic. She got moved to seeing a therapist he picked out. She started taking pills he picked up for her. She got quieter every year after that, stopped arguing her own points. Started prefacing everything with, "I might be wrong, but..." I left for college, relieved to get away from the tension, told myself I was protecting my own peace. I barely called home the first 2 years. My mom sent birthday cards that got shorter and shorter, like she was running out of things she trusted herself to say. Then 2 years ago, my dad passed suddenly, heart attack at his desk, and I flew home to help my mom sort through his office because she said she couldn't face it alone. I wasn't looking for anything. I was just clearing out drawers. In the back of his file cabinet, behind old tax documents, I found a locked box. I found the key taped under the drawer itself, like he never actually expected anyone to look that hard. Inside were burner phone records going back 12 years. Photos, motel receipts, a second life practically with Denise, the co-worker my mom insisted for a decade he was too close to. There was also a folder of typed notes, dates, times, little scripts almost, phrases to use on my mom whenever. She got too close to figuring it out, lines like, "You're spiraling again, and this is exactly what your therapist warned about." He'd been rehearsing how to make her doubt herself. I sat on that office floor for an hour just staring at it. I thought about every time she said something felt off and we all exchanged that look behind her back. I thought about the years she spent shrinking herself smaller and smaller to avoid being one of her episodes again. I called my brother crying, could barely get the sentence out. He drove over that same night and we went through the box together, twice, hoping we'd misread it the first time. We hadn't. I didn't know how to tell her. I sat with it for almost 3 weeks, rehearsing the conversation the way he apparently rehearsed his lies. When I finally showed her the box, she didn't cry right away. She just went very still. Turned the photos over one at a time like she was confirming something she'd already privately known for years, but had been talked out of trusting. She said quietly, "I used to write things down too. Dates, what I noticed, just so I wouldn't feel like I was losing my mind." She got up and pulled out an old shoebox of her own from her closet. Journals going back over a decade. Every instinct she ever had about him documented in her own handwriting. Dated, specific, right down to the exact days that lined up with his burner records. She'd known. Some deep, unspoken part of her had known the whole time. She just didn't have proof. And he made sure she never trusted herself enough to look for it. My mom is in real therapy now, her choice this time, with a therapist she picked herself. She told me last month it's the first time in over 20 years she's been in a room where nobody's trying to convince her she's imagining things. I keep that shoebox of her journals in my apartment now. She said she couldn't look at it every day but didn't want to throw it away either. Some nights I read a page or two just to remember how long she carried the truth alone before anyone believed her, including me.